So, good morning. We're still in the morning. Good morning. On behalf of the research team, thank you for taking a moment to meet with me. The interview has two parts. The first part is the demographics. So, if you will fill that out, the information number is just that number.
Okay.
Then
just the number.
Yeah, you can just put the number down. And then the second part will be a brief question about your perspective and experience with rooftop solar. Our objective is to document why people in Georgia do and do not adopt solar. There are no right or wrong answers. We just want to hear what you honestly think and feel.
What is it? 31015?
Yes.
Is your annual income less than insert number for 100% average HEI for county? I doubt it. I don't think so.
Okay. So our next part are going to be questions about your home. Okay. So what type of home do y'all own? Do you own your home or do you rent your home?
Own.
Is it a single family detached house?
Yes.
Approximately how long have y'all lived there?
I own 2 homes. Lived in this one 6 years.
Was your other home here? Or was it
Habersham County, North Georgia. You had it for 16 years.
So is it in the mountains?
It's in the mountains. It's on a mountain.
On a mountain. That's cool. So how did y'all end up in Cordial?
My job, I'm the county administrator.
Is that from, did y'all move from North Georgia? Or did y'all just
I moved from Decatur County.
Decatur County, okay.
I was the county manager there.
Okay. So just your job brought you to Cordial?
Yeah.
So, tell us a little more about your home in Cordial. Is it, just tell, what kind of home you live in?
It's 2-story. It's 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, double car garage.
What about your one in the mountains? Is it a cabin?
No, it's a house.
It's a house.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. 2-story, and then basement, garage. And both of our houses has office in them.
So, do either of your houses have any rooftop solar on them?
No.
So, why do neither? Tell us why you do not have rooftop solar. Was it a decision that you made, or is it one that was made for you?
Well, pretty much made for us. The houses didn't have it when we moved in. Of course, the house we've had for a long time really wasn't there, at that time. And for that house, it probably wouldn't be that practical because it is in a forest. It doesn't get that much direct sunlight. The house here, we just really haven't thought about it.
So if it was something that was available, would solar be something you'd think about for either house?
I would think about it, but I would have to research it more. And I have researched solar to a degree, and you do have to have direct sunlight. When they say that solar works on cloudy days, it does work, but it's degraded. You're not going to get 100% of the energy out of the solar. And I think you have to look at the fact that when you replace the roof, it is a major expense because the panels has to come off to replace the roof. So I think you have to do a cost-benefit analysis to see if it's worthwhile or not.
So you think your house in Cordial would have the right setup, but your house in the mountains wouldn't?
Yeah. This house would. It would. You could do it at this house, but the house in North Georgia, you really couldn't do it. There's just too many trees, and I'm not willing to cut the trees out to do that.
Trees are good.
It would ruin everything if I did that. I mean, that's the reason we bought it. It was the location. Because it is on a mountain, and I've got 5 acres, but only about a quarter of an acre of it you can walk on. The rest of it's
trees and
straight down. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it overlooks a couple of ridges and a lake down in the valley. So, and that's the reason we bought it, was for location.
Where in North Georgia did you say it is?
Habersham County, Cornelia, northeast Georgia. About 30 minutes from Helen.
How far is it from Blue Ridge?
Not that far. It's the same area.
Same
it's
area?
all up in
Okay.
the same area. Up in
I'm going
northeast
to
Georgia.
Blue Ridge this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't be far from a place up there then. I think Blue Ridge is probably about 45 minutes, an hour
Okay.
away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never really been to Georgia mountains. It'll be a first. So, we're going to talk about the U.S. a little bit.
Okay.
So, you can use whichever pen you want.
Okay.
You're going to draw on it some. And I want you, it's where do you think people have the most rooftop solar on their homes throughout the U.S.? So, kind of draw or write on the map where you think more people have solar.
Well, I would think out west. You want me to just like put more solar, or?
Yeah, you can, however you want to do it. Just, you can circle, color it right.
Okay. Well,
It's your coloring for the day.
Like that?
It's the coloring.
Do I get to do?
Yeah, as much
many?
as you think. As many as
Okay.
you think.
Okay. Colorado, they're the kind of people that do that. Our youngest daughter lives in Colorado Springs. She would be one to probably do that. I think that's about it.
So what do you think makes those communities different from people in Georgia in Cordial that would adopt it?
Well, mainly more sunshine, less chance of clouds. It just makes more sense to do like there. Mainly it's more sun and less rain and clouds. So if you kind of look at the map, that's where I would think they would be more. And it's still fairly new technology. So, and people out west tend to be ahead when it comes to technology. And the cost of energy out there is a lot more also. So, people would be, I think, tend to do things to cut back on that. Of course, you could get up in Washington, Oregon, where people really trying to live off the grid, Idaho, those areas. And they're really, I mean, they're getting off the grid, self-sustaining. And I could probably do those too, because up there, though, of course, it does stay cloudier, but I do know that people up in there do try to do off-grid living.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about Georgia a little bit. So, in Georgia, which areas do you think they use more solar energy, rooftop solar in Georgia?
Ooh.
And the ones that are highlighted are just so you have can help find yourself around.
How about if I just like circle an area,
That's fine.
and I do more of the metro area. That would be about what I would see, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So why do you think people in the metro area would be more likely than your rural county?
Cost of energy, probably, and probably they're a little more progressive in their thinking.
Okay. So, do you have any of your close friends that are in Georgia or any areas that have any rooftop solar?
No.
Why do you not think so?
That I know.
Not that you know. Okay.
I'm retired military, so I've got friends that lives all over the United States, So, and I got a lot of them out in Arizona. So some of them might have
Some of them might.
rooftop. Yeah.
Hey, it's
And the
something you could
chances
go.
are pretty good that some of them does. Now I don't know. I don't know if it'd be. I don't think it'd be total off the grid, but to supplement. And, and that would make sense if you lived in an area where you had a lot of sun. I think you could probably do that because it would cut your energy costs. And if you, I think with a house like I have, I couldn't produce enough energy to sell it back to the power company. But it could cut down on it. But again, like I said, I think you have to weigh, how much are you going to save on your energy costs by doing it when you think about having to put a roof on that you've got to basically redo the system. So to me, you'd have to do a cost benefit. Would it be cost efficient to do it to supplement?
Hey, now you have a topic you can ask your friends all over the place. Do you have any solar?
Yeah. Well, chances are pretty good that someone that lives out west does. Like I said, energy costs out there are a lot more expensive. So some of them probably do that, would run their hot water and things like that. It would cut down on their cost. So, yeah, chances are pretty good.
Well, do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
No? Well, then, thank you so much for your time on our interview with Rooftop Solar.